Hello, good afternoon, trader. Welcome back to Forex Black Box channel. Quick update on the day. Didn't do video yesterday because I just did a weekend over weekend review, so it doesn't make sense to make another video right away. So I'll make a video today to talk about the stock market. I'm talking about S&P 500 at the moment. Looking at the daily, and we can see that we just broke Monday. We broke above the last swing high, and Tuesday, looking today, we're holding right. So yeah, it's today is the 4th of August 2020, by the way. So we just broke above this swing high, and we gradually just going up a little bit here, and we're trying to get to all-time highs here. But if you notice, I did talk about that before. This swing low here has been touched almost. It's not really been touched, but by not by the pip, but nearby. And yeah, it just keep grinding higher a little bit slowly. Also to do is dollar index is trying to pull back, so that could be one of the factor to move this S&P 500 one more time to the 20 moving average. So many times we've been testing 20 moving average during the days, and we nearby here, and we touch it and we bounce, we touch again the resistance level here right there, and we bounce back up. What we're looking for, continuation back up to all-time highs. It's very interesting to see that after coronavirus, we just market almost come back to as it used to be before. But that's the fact is the U.S. government keep printing money, right? So there's no value by how much they can print. They have a limited print capability, and that's why the market is kind of priced in. But we can see here previously, guys, is still holding here, like it's not really moving. So above this range and below this range is not gonna last long. It's gonna come back halfway. Otherwise, if it goes down, it's gonna come back up again. It's just we're kind of ranging here, kind of ranging. So let's see where we're gonna take us. We we kind of almost achieved the all-time highs, almost like not much left really. All-time high is 3,405, more or less. I think 3,400, and we are now 3,280, about 100.50. I give it. It's really it's been consolidating here for a while now. There is no interest for buyer to buy at these highs. The market just moving with news at the moment. But when we see a big candles, either way, up or down, that will give us an idea that there is a seller, for example, here. Then after that, they give up around these highs, and you can see that wicks now. The buy and seller keep fighting the auction. So yeah, it's non-tradable in my opinion. I wouldn't trade it. I'm not trading it for since last week. But I'm very interested to Nasdaq. I'm looking at Nasdaq now daily. Nasdaq basically hit all-time highs today and bounced back down. So let's see how the US session will open. Either we'll continue back up, try to reach more higher all-time highs, or we're gonna just pull back below this candle and we'll call it a red candle. Another head here, 1, 2, 3. I'm looking for a failure here on the daily. This swing low, swing high, halfway. I'll be watching. That's the daily view, by the way. So I'll probably will come back down here and come back up again. That's where I will be interested to buy it. But at the moment, it's too expensive to buy. But I trade in 5 minutes. I don't really care where the day is, as long as the 5 minute is working in my strategy. I will be happily doing it. Like here is short. I didn't know short it. I was busy this morning down doing some stuff at home. So we have a failure break higher here. Very interesting to see. We failure below here as well. So I expect that to come back down before US session kicking in 2 hours 15 minutes from now. Uh, Move on to gold. Gold also Monday did all-time highs as well. 1988 is very near now. The 2000 been predicted that for a while now since the pandemic. Coming back sideways, back up, probably sideways here, small one. Then we'll see something like that in the future. Exhaust move to the 2000 or maybe 2050 or maybe 2020 because we are 2020. Very nice. So maybe that could be it. That could be the when it's bouncing back down, give you a nice pullback near the 20 moving average on the way. So moving average will come closer to the price, push back up, come back down, retesting it, then sideways, continuation back up or down. But 2000 is a good level if you're long. You should have exit already, but there's no buying opportunity now. Market is kind of barking at the moment. Is not really doing any progress, and I'm probably waiting for non-farm payroll this Friday. So stay tuned for that. Right. So next, Bitcoin kind of dropped here as soon as we reach 2019. No, the last time we've been here is 2019 August, like almost 1 year ago. We back up again here. Very interesting. By 1 year exactly, we're touching the same level where we used to be almost 1 year. Right there, this highs, and we bounce back down. So what happened here before? We'll bounce down and we'll continue down momentum. Let's see if that was going to do the same thing or not. But we have some level of support. We didn't have that previously. Bounce down from here, retesting the breakout and continuation down. We have only one level of support here, resistance, support. This price was supported in the past, and you see what happened. We break. That was the first time ever to come to this level, come back down, retesting and continue down. Retested one more time, and we went to new low. No new low here really, just nearby. But after that, we're coming back up here now, retesting it again, and let's see what's happening. Probably gonna hold here for a while before we go down or up. Probably everyone waiting for an non-farm payroll to see how the dollar is gonna behave. So I reckon you stay out of it for now. But if you scalper, you probably go to the low time frame. You can see this failure down here coming back up. Resistance level we consolidate, probably going to be high a little bit of another failure down. Also we see sideways here, check sideways. You print your board on a chart and you start to trade in the highs and the lows. Every time come out high, sell it. If it become a failure, you exit here, then you reassist, re-enter. But a very nice sideways here. You could have done very well on this down, up, down momentum. So it depends what is your system you believe is going to produce. Everyone have a different view of trading, and the market is a million way to trade the market. Not everyone the same, and no one have the same mentality like everyone else. So everyone is unique of trading, and that's why you see a lot of people advertise how they trade and all stuff. Your job is to absorb all this information and try to make out your own system. The one you trust is going to work for you. Oil, here we go. Oil, we're still really in this level, guys. Here we'll come back inside this range. Let me just extend it a little bit. So that's going to be for a while, this range. I'm going to lock it here so we know what we looking at. Of a failure here, come down, tested the low of the range, which is this area here. This high, this low. Buy just extend a little bit to come above the closes. And here we go. We have a bounce of the 20 moving average, come back out of the range, come back down, bounce of 20 moving average, bounce again, and try to bounce here. It didn't. It broke below it, and now we see weakness start creeping in. Today is the 4th of August as well, so beginning of the month. Let's see that month is going to take us down a little bit more, or we gonna hold here. No, I don't have really much information of coronavirus, where we are and all the stuff. It's become all the news now. Everyone know about it, and expectation of second wave. It's very much expected. Look at dollar index now. You see that bounce up, come back down. I'm looking for a failure to fulfill this level. What I'm going to do at the daily now, if you want to follow through, you see this swing here and this swing low. I'm gonna call that a range for now. We did this previously here. Let's see how big the range will be extended. If you start to get failure, too many failures and outside this box, the indication of coming back up to test the high of the range and so on and so forth. So I see that is going to stick here for a while. Maybe today is going to continue down, retest its lows, come back up a little bit and break out and come back down inside again, try to break highs and so on and so forth. I don't know the future, but that's what the market behaving all the time. Every time market try to break a new high, new low, it will fail to do so, and what happens is a buyer giving up, seller jumping in. You got a double speed, and that's where the market will go. Double orders. Of course, you see that the resistance level here. Let me just get this on weekly, guys. See where we. This is Euro USD. So this is very strong level here. That's why I put that big red border. We tested once here. We played inside a little bit, then we'll come below it. Now we're gonna play the same game here, I guess, before we go down again. But I think, in my opinion, that's is very strong momentum up here, and that's to do with dollar index because dollar index was very weak, and that's why euro get priced in, right? So I'm gonna delete all these numbers here. That's unnecessary now because it didn't go down. And I was short and I was long, and I'll kind of if you come out of my if you come out of my plan, I will just exit. I don't need to wait for my stop loss to be hit. I just switch gears. I can see better now. Is moving ABC, probably continuation up, very much indeed. I'm looking for it to come back to the 25 again one more time. It's going to take a while, but we'll see how the euro dollar index will behave. There's no any such good news coming up. I don't know. Could be any news of Europe to price to give it some boost, but let's see. I think that's is gonna follow on dollar index behavior, just a mirror, but opposite. But in my opinion, that is very good momentum up. We break out of here, this channel, retest that channel, and continuation back up. We try to retest this channel, breakout, we'll continue back up again, and so on and so forth. Test that breakout of the resistance, then we'll keep going up. Market normally moving waves, and if you want to see the bigger picture, you should look where we're going from here. So 125, it's my key on Euro USD, and dollar is going to be a little bit weaker in the coming days, I believe, before the election. So the election on the way as well this year. So let's see what's happened. Play wisely. Be careful of the crazy moves during the election time, right? Pound cable. We look at cable nicely touched this resistance level. Talked about it before. I said 30, but hit the 31. I already longed. Let me go back to the daily. I did long somewhere here and I exit somewhere there and I long again and I keep longer and shorting on the way. This is clearly pullback. I like to see that pullback will hold here. So what I will do, I will. This has already been marked for me. That's a level. So it really bounced big, more than the Salah here. So the Salah tried to push the market down, come to a certain level. Salah exit, buyer jumped in, and both of them become even at yesterday. Today, Salah get taken involved first, so Salah go first in the market. Let's see how the buyer going to behave, whether or not it's going to protect his low or not, or we're going to have a failure just below it and we'll bounce back up. All to do is a low time frame, of course. You go to the low time frame and we'll see where we are here. We'll try to retest this level before we continue back up, retesting these highs. Probably going to break it. Bounce showing some strengths, and if dollar index getting weaker a little bit, let's see. I think bounce is not that strong, guys. Sorry, don't take me wrong, because euro here is kind of priced in more than dollar pound, so I expected that to maybe stay that way, maybe go a little bit lower, come back up, maybe give me a couple dodgy candles before we see a pullback to this blue line again, and we'll continue down. But I give it two more days to see what happened here. Then if breakout achieved, then probably gonna rebounce back up to the highs. So we're looking for another leg down, maybe a second, third one before we see a momentum back up. Buyers still have a cold feet. Probably a lot of buyers gonna exit at the breakout, or they already exit the market of yesterday, because this pattern is very clear that this market want to go down for a pullback retracement before we come back up. Pound yen, we just to get to this non-fair price. The Wix itself is non-fair price. We get in there, we get rejected many times. So my expectation is we'll come back down a little bit, we'll pull back and come back another leg before we try to come back up again. Cup and handle a pattern if you follow kind of patterns. So it's all to do with the price action, guys. Breaking new high, breaking new high. I give you a pullback. I give you momentum above the 20 moving average. You buy on a breakout and continue up. So yeah, I think that's is gonna sideways a little bit before we break higher. Looking for a rotation back down here on the daily 4 hours whatever time frame you're looking at, you will be looking for a failure to continue down, hold, continuation back up. You could trade this move up, can give you your monthly income easily. Just move on, guys. Here, bound nosy. I have to admit, it bound is a little bit weaker actually. You can see that most of it are red candles on a day. Breaker yesterday low and we're coming back down. Is very active pair, guys. Is if you only wanted to study bound nosy for the rest of your life, you don't really need anything else. If you only mimic what it does, learn it, get married to it, you trade it every day, every 4 hours, every daily entry, every week, every month, you're gonna make a tons of money. You don't need to look anywhere else really. But a lot of people like to spread their risk. Myself, I traded and I trade other pairs, but I don't really focus on it very much. But it does move very, very well. I mean, from this failure, if you take the risk by uh, 200 pips, you target double 400. There you go. Go even more. Go 500 pips. Just the previous highs here, right there. It's a very, very, very nice pair to trade. It's coming back down now. Is obviously is normal. Stalled here a little bit, break higher, bull back, sideways probably breaking more higher. So there's still a chance to buy on this pair. I already talked about it. Above the 20 moving average, I will be happy to buy. We're above it now. We'll come back retesting. You're testing the breakout. Let's see how it's going to play. Probably a little bit lower. 20 moving average is on the way. So I will be waiting for the 20 moving average to be tested and show me that they want to come back up. Then I will be taking it up. Other than that, I'm not going to trade it yet because my risk has been spread across. Um, because I like to trade other things as well. Here we go, New Zealand getting really weaker and weaker. I'm bound just to push and keep pushing, and we did so far at the breakout, we did about 450 pips. If you brought it from that candle, breakout candle, retesting many times, almost 600 pips up to yesterday high. And if you just see that today, pullback, probably gonna hold above this or maybe below it. If you wanna buy here, you're only risking 250, so say 250, half the range, and you will be targeting 250 or 400. Here you go. So this is a nice trade at the 2036 3. Actually, the last two digit is not count. Is like mini pips is no pips. So looking for a 400 pips momentum, but it can just move a little bit near the 20 moving average. So I will be waiting at least to this green line. I'll be buying it here, selling it here about 500, say 500 without the spread and commission probably. Let's see how they're going to play out. But New Zealand look very weak and with very strong momentum here. We're breaking out nicely. We'll break out of here. We'll hold the level. We'll have a failure. So we'll break out of this range down. Slowly, slowly come back down. We'll have a couple of failures, then continuation back up. Successful breakout. Green candle, fat and green and lovely. And coming back down now to its 20 moving average. And from there, I will be taking it back up to that red line, the 2000 level, right? Bound CAD, yeah, that was a very good trade here. I told you guys that this level is gonna hit. That's the first level to hit first. Breakout, confirmation, nice and green candle, continuation. Breakout of that candle should be your trade. Above this candle, that should be your trade. And here we go. We test it one more time, give you a chance to enter again. And the following day, just boom, break high. We test this low. We test this high. We didn't come near this yet, but we are around here. Let me get my cursor. Yeah, buy. Yeah, around this wicks are non-fair price. I mean, there was a lot of fight going on here. See that 3-4 wicks here. We have one more here. So I'm looking for pullback and continuation back up or down. But that's just going down now. Let's see how it's gonna play. We have some news this week about for CAD. Let's see what it's gonna do. Bound New Zealand, bound Swiss, sorry. We have a nice day up, second day, and today is going below here. It's just basically testing that range, the breakout point. I like to see that candle close that way, and the following candle probably is going to go down a little bit, and after that bounce back up and come back down maybe. Let's see. I'm looking for retest bounce. Where I'm to be testing these highs here. So let me just put this in proper mark. I would go here first, then after that I will take it further up. Then I'll be testing this level. Let's see, that could be range bound here before we break higher or lower. Okay. I don't trade it myself, but I'm just doing it for you guys. All right. So, guys, thanks very much. That was quick update. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, leave a comment, join the Telegram group. And I'm still working on Discord group so we can be talking live during the day. And guys, take care. Have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.